all today at East Bay. Those who are in our virtual world, our love streamers, as we call them, wanting you to know that we're an open and inclusive community here at East Bay, where all are welcome. My name is Arlene King. My pronouns are she and her. And I invite you to connect with one another as our music ministry approaches the stage. We like to get connected early in the service. So when you're sitting next to someone, you can give them a hug or a fist bump. Let them know that your presence is here and you're excited to be here. So this time, if you're able, I ask you to stand. We'll go around and greet each other. You can, and if you're not open to hugs, you can do them with conduct. All this good energy in here, I know you're feeling good, and I'm feeling it. So let us settle in our seats as we go into prayer. And if you would, just take a breath with me. So in knowing that there is only one life, and that life is God, that life is joy, prosperity, abundance, love. So that's the life of God, that's our life too. All that God is, we are. All that we embody in truth, we are. And we allow this truth to lead us into this service today, knowing that everything is complete. We simply bless it. From the music to our support team, AV team, security, greeters, ushers, we're already complete. And we give thanks for that. We're also blessing our speaker today, Reverend Dereca, as she brings the word. I believe she told me her talk was allowing. So I asked, what are you allowing today? And in our beingness in this service, we lift up everyone. Everyone in the world, we lift them up in love and joy, affirming the highest and best. And operating from that place, we can simply give thanks, knowing that all that we need, we have, knowing that the blessings of the universe are ours to have. There's no room for lack, misunderstanding, confusion. Spirit worked that out for us if we allow it to be. So I invite you to give thanks. Give thanks in all things. Regardless of how it looks or how it feels, just give thanks. Because even that giving thanks, we're opening up to receive so much, so much. So I'm just blessing our time and giving thanks for our time to the Holy Creator within, just simply being. So I invite you to affirm with me, I am that all God created me to be. And with that, I give thanks. 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 And I allow it to be, and so it is. Thank you for giving thanks. So at this time, we'll have our morning affirmation, and I'll just allow those coming in to come in and get into their seats before we settle in to our affirmation of God is the only power in my life. So if you're able and willing and open to standing, I invite you to stand as we affirm this together. God is the only power in my life. Nothing from without can touch the perfect life of God within me. No past experience has power over me. I am a perfect child of God, and nothing that anyone has ever done or said can interfere with my divine inheritance. The power of God is greater than any circumstance in my life. The strength of God is mine to use. Turning away from all feelings of inadequacy, I discover that all that I need is within me right now. As I forgive the past, I find that I have nothing to atone for, nothing to atone from. Casting off the old me, I discover my true self. I take dominion in my life. Old habits have no power over me. Conditions have no power over me. Personalities have no power over me. I take dominion. I am whole. I am free. I am complete. Now and forevermore, and so it is. Yes. Thank you. So with everything that's happened last month, we said we were going to take a little break in September. We're going to take a little break. But, you know, we're East Bay, right? We keep it moving, but we want to make sure we're taking care of ourselves. And our theme this month is September, Self-Care September. So we don't have an event every weekend, maybe every other weekend, but not every weekend. So take advantage of this because October is going to be a great month of activity. So with that, we'll go into our announcements for this morning. And I'd like to invite Z up just for a second. Z, just come on up here. We had our 4th annual walk yesterday. And we had about 65 people walking, registered to walk. And I just wanted to highlight, it was a great time had by everybody. They had food and folks made it around. And the I love you signs were all over Lake Merritt yesterday. And East Bay represented love and prayer. I believe we had prayer for folks along the way. It was a great experience. But I wanted to just share our 50th anniversary Walk for Love t-shirt. This was designed by one of our members, and we have them available, coming in. If you'd like to get one, you can order it in the bookstore, but just wanted to share the beauty that we had there and the wonderful time. Yeah, Z. So we thank the team and for all they did to support that. I think we had bikers too going around the lake multiple times, so that was pretty good to see. So just a reminder, today is the closing of the registration for the Reverend Scholarship Fund. Jaleesa Eagles is in the audience today, and if you have questions about it, you can reach out to her. We want to make sure that if you can stand up so people can see you, it's okay. We want to make sure that if you have a child or have in your life and they are looking for funds to support them, don't walk away. We have it here to support you. So Jaleesa can support you with any questions that you may have. And that QR code takes you to the page where all the information is as well. So here it is, Self-Care September. Last month we had like 8 of these things going on. So just want to give you an update. The 12-step program will meet online on Friday at noon. Yep, so more information, you can reach out to folks who are on the team about that. September 8th, which is next Sunday, is Men's Sunday. Are there any men in the house? Are there any men in the house? We're going to celebrate next week, guys. All right, so more to that coming from their great weekend they had last weekend. I've heard a lot about it, so they'll be celebrating and sharing next week. On the 13th of this month, we will have, that's not the right date. It's the 7th, which is this Saturday. We'll have the AV training. And Brett, could you cue up the video so we can show folks what's going on?
What's up, church family? My name is JJ, and I'm the leader of our audiovisual ministry team. I'm here to give y'all an exciting announcement today. Our AV team is a small but very mighty and dedicated group of individuals, and we're looking to expand our reach and expand our team and our capacity in what we're able to do. To do that, we need your help. So if you've been wondering how to get involved with the AV team, we're going to be hosting our first ever AV orientation in a couple weeks on September 7th. Here we're going to break down the basics on how do we run our audio, how do we set up our sound, how do we run the cameras, and how do we produce our live stream that gets seen by thousands of people around the world. Any audio, visual, or technical experience is encouraged but not required, because we'll be able to teach you everything you need to know. So I will say, these are also paid positions, so once you get trained up, you'll get paid for these roles. So if this interests you and you want to get involved with the AV team, once again, we're having our intro orientation on September 7th at noon here at the Sanctuary. All you have to do is either email me at jj@techboogie.com with your name and info, or come up to us at the back of the service and leave us your contact info so we can give you more information. All right, thanks a lot. I look forward to seeing y'all at our AV orientation, and thanks for your time. Peace and love.
It's actually a fun job. And I can say that because I've done it, not to just to co-host you in attending, but it's fun to get the touch cameras and look at folks in the room, and it's a lot of fun. So I encourage you, if you'd like to have fun and want to learn more about AV, reach out to those guys back there. Thank you. Book of the Month. We have a series of Book of the Months, but Reverend Dereca will talk about them a little bit later, but we have, you can stop in the bookstore to see everything that's going on, because I can't read them from here, but you can stop by the bookstore. Fall classes and workshops are starting soon, and we have a big list of classes that are coming up and workshops. We'll go into detail next week about those, but we just want to get it on your radar. We are offering fall and winter workshops coming up. Next Sunday, I talked about the men's celebration. Brother Lucian will be with us as our guest speaker. So we're looking forward to seeing and hearing from him and everything that happened at the men's retreat. Right, Reverend Anthony? Okay. This is the announcement of the century, or at least this decade. We are having our 50th anniversary gala celebration on October 19th at the California Ballroom. Get excited about this because tickets are on sale now. In fact, if you scan that QR code, you can be the first one to get your ticket, and there may be a prize for that. You never know. Just saying. But we want people to register early. What I'm trying to say is, don't wait till the last minute because you may not get a seat. It's October 19th. I didn't put that in there. It's $150 for a ticket. Yes. But you got that now when you scanned it, you know how much it is. But we want to encourage everybody to don't wait because we have a habit of waiting and then there are no tickets and you can't go. So 50th anniversary, a lot going on, a lot happening. We're super excited that we can finally announce this and more information to come as we move through the month of September. So thank you for those who have already got their ticket and those who will be getting theirs. Okay, I think that's my last announcement. Thank you so much. We're going to acknowledge our first-time guest. So if you're with us for the first time, I invite you to stand if you're willing and able and wait for the ushers to greet you. We have visitors packets that we will share with you. I think we have one guest in the back there sitting by Phyllis. So East Bay, if you don't mind standing, you don't have to. Okay, we'll extend our hands out to you. The God in me recognizes the God in you. You are a unique expression of the divine. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome home. Thank you for being here. Thank you. So now we invite the music ministry.
Good morning, family. My name is Reverend Michelle Jordan, Queen Michelle. My pronouns are she and her. And I want to call those who have ever sung in the music ministry or been a part of the music ministry, past, present, or future. I want to let you know that there's rehearsal on Wednesday evening. Vanessa and I will be with the rest of these beings right here in front of you. Wave at the family, wave at them. Choir, wave at them. Ensemble. We'll be here Wednesday evening to prepare for the 50th anniversary choir. So if you feel called, you feel a little nudge right now. Wow, I see some familiar faces out there. We invite you. Past, present, or future. If you've been out there saying, oh, hey, I might want to participate. So we come to you with two selections. Invite you to bring your voices to the mix. Amen? Grateful, I am grateful, yes, I'm grateful. Grateful, I am grateful, yes, I'm grateful. My gift to you is gratitude. Oh, yes, I'm grateful. Oh, yes, I'm grateful. Come on, choir, sing it with me. Great. Yes, I'm grateful. Every voice in the room say, grateful, I am grateful. Yes, I'm grateful. My gift to you, my gift to you is gratitude, is Oh, yes. Let's say that again. Oh, oh, yes, yes, I'm grateful. Every voice grateful, grateful. I am grateful. Yes, I'm grateful. Grateful, I am grateful. Yes. Yes, I'm grateful. My gift to you, my gift to you is gratitude. Oh, yes, I'm grateful. Oh, yes, I'm grateful. Let's give a hand clap because God is good. for our wholeness. Leave you with that. Let you sit with that. All of it, 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 all of it. All of it, all of life. Wholeness. Hey, hey. All of it, all of it, all of it, all of it, all of life is a movement. All of life, all of life is a movement. You sing it. Toward our wholeness.
Yes, absolutely. That. Think abundantly, living in every prosperity. Now I'm breathing abundantly, middle of life. Now I am living abundantly, living in complete prosperity. Now I'm free to be on me in the flow of life. I don't know what you want to call it, but I want to call it a choir. That is the East Bay about to be choir right there. And we had James Jeffley here on bass, Robert Wallace on percussion, our beautiful Vanessa Wynn on piano, and Reverend Queen Michelle Jordan, our minister of music, set free. Set free. That's set free right there. That's what set free looks like. When you get set free and you can just sing it how you want to sing it. Bring it how you want to bring it. When you know you got this kind of choir with you and they just going to go wherever you going to go. And Vanessa is right there. And James is right there. And Robert is right there. And East Bay is right there. That's set free. Y'all trying to get free? I'm trying to get free. Today. Not tomorrow. I'm trying to get free today. Let's go. Let's do that. Right now. Let's go right now. Who said let's go right now? Right now. Ah, I love it. Let's go right now. Yes. Woo. I am Reverend Dereca Blackmon, I think. And I'm the senior minister here at the East Bay Church of Religious Science, and I use she or they gender pronouns. And it's getting more and more clear to me why that is so important for me to say and celebrate. We had our walk for love yesterday. I know we've been talking about it, but I got to tell it. It's, you know, the old church we say so good I just can't tell it all. And so one of the first things that happened to me at the walk was someone came up to me and said, I watch you online, but I just want to say to you, please don't stop saying your pronouns. Please don't stop saying them. Because you gave me the courage to tell people mine. And people use the wrong pronouns for me, but now I feel confident. I feel more courage to be able to say what mine are. And I just need to tell you that the day before, we were having a conversation about whether we should all say them. Was it not the day before, Queen? You see, she came up and she was like, my pronouns are she, her. Because we're trying to decide if we're all going to be on one accord. And the thing about being an active ally is that you don't always understand why it's so important to other people when you do it. You do it because people ask you to do it. You do it because they say it's important to them. You do it because it's right. Not because it's easy. Not because it's expedient. because it's right and because it's actually not that big of a deal. Of all the things that we can do for all the suffering that trans and non-binary folks are experiencing in this world, this is what we caught up on? Whether we can put our pronouns on our Zoom screen, it takes you all of 5 seconds. And who is it hurting? What is it costing us? Just put it on your Zoom screen. Put it on your email signature. Now, I'm going to send you some links about why and how and all of that. Don't go making up a whole bunch of words. They're pronouns for a reason. It's not about you. It's about being an active ally to folks who get misgendered all the time, to folks who are experiencing freedom, and we keep trying to put them back in a box. We keep trying to tell them you asking for too much, trying to be free. Like we don't know what that feels like. Somebody telling you your freedom is too much of an inconvenience for them. You don't know what that feels like? I mean, if you a woman-identified person, you probably do. Oh, y'all thought I was going to talk about race? Your freedom is inconvenient for me. Stop being so loud. Stop asking for so much. Why you protesting? You in America, ain't you? You got everything. So, that's why. It is also First Nation First Sunday. Yes. Of course, it's perfect. Rosanna is our pulpit, our practitioner today. She's going to come and do a prayer for us when we bless the treatment box. But one of the things about this choice to practice First Nation First Sunday for me is an intentionality to kind of go beyond just the land acknowledgement. We do want to acknowledge always that we are on the land of Ohlone people, right? And that we are the beneficiaries of the love and the sacrifice that was put into this land. We want to remember the genocide that allowed us to be here. So y'all see I'm on this word now because we understand there was genocide for the Native Americans. But then if we want to talk about anybody anywhere else, now we get uncomfortable. Because the reason is because that was a long time ago. We don't want to talk about what's happening right now. But we should, and we will, because I am. There it is. But I was talking... Yeah, it's that kind of Sunday. We getting really... if we're going to get free, we're going to have to get real. It's no freedom without reality. That's not how that works. We're going to get free. We're going to have to talk about the appearance of bondage. We're going to have to talk about the appearance of chains, because there are no chains. We're going to get into that. But that's the process, is recognizing that there are. So I was talking to Kimberly Satterfield yesterday. We were doing our walk, and I don't even know. Kimberly and I, we just talked about all kinds of stuff. And we were sitting at the house and we were talking about stuff, and somehow we were talking about Native American folks in the land. I wasn't even thinking that it's First Nation First Sunday, but Reverend E says everything you need is right there, and God says it too. You know, I just was like, oh, okay, now this is what I'm going to talk about. And I was back in the back just this morning talking to Rosanna, like, okay, Rosanna, what is it called? And Kimberly told me that she doesn't go to Bay Street, or she tries to avoid Bay Street because it was a contested space with Ohlone land. See, a lot of y'all nodding, you know, I didn't know. I thought, I'd be trying to be so conscious, but sometimes it's a lot we don't know. And I go to Bay Street all the time. It's right down the street from my house. I'm at the movie theater all the time. And she told me, sometimes I go, but I also pay the tax. And I was like, what is that? And there is a tax that you can pay, and Segurite, is that how you say it? The Segurite Land Trust is a place where we can pay tax to Native folks. So when we talk about First Nation First Sunday and our support for Native folks, we want to actually go beyond just the land acknowledgement piece, right? We want to actually, because I don't know, it's some black folks been talking about reparations, yes? Anybody know something about that conversation? So maybe we might want to see what it feels like to pay some while we're asking folks to give us some. Because I'm going to tell you what, when you get on the other side and you confront your privilege, well, then you have a lot more compassion for people with privilege. Because it's all good when I'm talking about, oh, let's acknowledge the land. But when I start talking about, let's pay the people who we took the land from, well, now, Reverend Dereca, I mean, that might have to come out my tithe. I'm limited in my income. I'm on a fixed income. I hear a lot about a fixed income when we start talking about fundraising and tithing. It's all right. There's abundance. But what I'm saying to you is we're all going to have to push outside our comfort zone. And that's my job. And so it's every Sunday I want to make somebody a little bit uncomfortable. So now I'm like, ooh, I got to pay another tax? Okay. Because First Nation First Sunday was not just so we could clap. Okay? It's so we could acknowledge every month the native people of this land. So that's what that is about. All right? All right. So that was one of the things that came out of the walk on Sunday. There were that's two. I was walking with Karen. Hi, Karen. Listen, and let me just tell you something. Your name is fine. We're going to let that go. Don't do that, folks. I get what we was trying to say. Karen and I were walking, and she was introducing herself. She said, I'm Karen, but I'm not one of those. And I said, Lord, we done took our whole name and identity from a whole group of people. I had a lovely walk with Karen and some other, John and some other folks. We were all walking together. And the walk for love, just to be clear, is about us spreading love in the world. We could walk for a lot of things, but we made these signs and we walked around the lake and we saw at least 100 people, more than that. And we just kept telling people, we love you. East Bay Church loves you. Hi, how you doing? And the reaction from people was so incredible. Some people kind of were like, and you just know that thing of nobody's talked to me, period. Or I'm in a dark space, and I don't know if I'm ready to be seen. Some people were getting their run on. It was like, okay, I've seen about 50 of your people around the lake. Hi, I got it. Which is great. I mean, let's be the people who get on your nerves with love. I'm all right with that. Let's get on your nerves with love. Okay. But there were people who gave us the feedback of how deeply our presence impacted them. And I just want to tell a couple of those stories. So Karen and I and John were walking, and a couple other people actually, we were walking and we ran across a young woman who had twisted her ankle and was in an incredible amount of pain. And her sister was on the phone trying to call their dad and have her come pick her up. And we, somebody in our group, I don't even know who it was, Z had already given them some water, and they were all, East Bay, we were like on Johnny on the spot. What you need? We got water. I didn't even know we had water with us, but Z had water, and here we go. And we kind of were like, you okay? And we kind of started walking, and Spirit said, no, go back. And so I went back, and I just put my hand on the young woman's name is Daisy. I put my hand on Daisy's back. I said, it's okay. And Spirit said, pray. And I asked her sister and her, I said, can I pray with you? And she looked, she said, yeah. And she on the phone trying to, handle that. And so I just prayed with her, and I just told her, I said, I talked to her about the power of her mind in this moment. And I just had her breathe, and I talked to her about, God's presence and the power just to, just feel your breath. And understand the power of your body. Send your mind's healing power to your ankle. Now, you need to know that I have a little bit of nervousness in this ministry part around this physical healing thing. It's a lot, this tradition. This tradition is a tradition of people with physical healing. And so, that's a big thing to take on. I like, this part. I like all the operations and the ministries, but like physical healing is no joke. You know what I'm saying? Like you want some demonstration. You talking to somebody's twisted ankle. That's the thing. And she just started breathing. And then I knew it was good when she just sat back in her chair. And I said, okay. I said, and I had her sister, who was still on the phone, I just had her sit down. And I put, before I took my hand off, I put her hand on her sister's back, because she was on the phone and doing da-da-da, and so I just put her sister's hand on her back, and her sister just, and they just, now they were breathing. And I was like, okay, we good. And then I went on and walked. And Karen looked at me and she said, that was beautiful. And that's how it is. It's really just obedience. If you think that I thought when I heard that girl's ankle was twisted, that I had something to do to help her beside, I didn't think we had water. I didn't think, what was I going to, oh, are you okay? And then you just keep walking. I didn't know what was going to happen. All I did was listen when God said, go back. And I stood there like, okay, I'm here. And then God, or maybe it was Reverend E, said, pray. Right, pray. And then I just knew to sit her sister down, and I just knew to put the sister's hand on the back, and I just knew. And I'm no different than everybody here. There's nothing different. There is something in us that knows. Whatever we're supposed to do in any moment, and not just to create healing for a stranger, but healing for our family, healing for our workplace, healing for ourselves, healing for our marriages, healing for our partners, healing whatever that is, healing for this church. If there's something in this church you think needs to be healed, guess who is the healer? Yes. But it is self-care September, so we're going to stay focused on our own healing first. This month is your oxygen mask month. Put your own healing together before we get up out here doing something else. And right on time, thank you, Nia, and the bookstore folks. We're going to read Louise Hay's classic, You Can Heal Your Life. Because I got a secret for you, nobody else can. I want you to take the classes, and we're going to pray, and have practitioners, all this, but this here says at the top, you. Who can heal your life? That's the difference in this teaching. It's you, not me, you. And so we're going to do that. So go ahead, and there's some of those in the bookstore. You can pick those up, and we'll be talking about that and a few other books this month, actually, but we'll start here. Let's see. Okay, I had so many good stories from the walk. I really could have done the whole talk on that. And then, we were walking. There were so many of us saying hello and greeting people. By the time we got all the way around, we were over by Lake Chalet, and there were a group of people all around the lake, just like us, who had been doing cleaning. And what's so funny is, who was I with? Zach. And we had been talking earlier about the trash, and I was going down and said, I wish I had some gloves. I would pick up some of this trash. And there were other people who were out there doing that, because everything we need in Oakland is right here. There were people that had, I don't know what group they were with, and by the time we got to them, the love people met up with the cleaning people, and the cleanup people were like, can we take a picture with y'all? And I was like, oh, yes. And I think they were mostly Latinx, so I don't know what community they were from. But here now we're all getting in the picture, and I'm down. And it was just like, this is what love does. It connects us across all kind of divides. People just said, and I ran into people I know. I could talk about this all day, but let me just say, some of us were like, we need to do this every week. So I'd love for us to think about, and Arlene and I are going to talk about the technology of making this easier, folks. Let's all walk. It doesn't all have to be at the lake or at the Emeryville Pier like we do on Wednesdays in your community. Because some folks are looking for what East Bay people live in my area, right? And so let's figure that out. So Arlene and I will come back to you this week or next week with some ways to make it easier for us to connect with each other. But community, a loving community, it's a powerful act of self-care. And walking, so that's good too. So
For Self-Care September, I thought, there's so many things I want to talk about, but I actually would like to hear from you around some of your self-care tips, some of your books on self-care, and some of the things you'd like to ask about or talk about, because I have this vision of a really interactive thing that we're doing here as a church. And so that's what Talk Back Wednesdays are about. The second Wednesday when we do all of that is making a space for us to co-create what happens here. So we'll get to that to you too. But I thought, let's start with this philosophy and how it teaches us to care for ourselves. So as usual, I had to go back and get me some Ernest Holmes. And you know, me and Ernest, we just got back together like a year and a half ago. We were on a break. So I'm really loving rediscovering. This is How to Use the Science of Mind. And on page 3, in the chapter called Individualizing Universal Power, it says this: we cannot think of the spirit as static, but as forever unfolding its divine nature. It is doing this in the physical universe independently of our personal thought. And in such degree as our thinking is in accord with the original nature, the same orderly process of harmonious ideas will operate in our affairs that is already operating in that larger world which we experience but neither create nor control. What is he saying here? There are laws of nature. They're happening. We don't have to do anything to make them happen. We didn't create them, and we don't control them. But we have the opportunity to have our thinking in harmony with them. So when we're talking about self-care, the first thing you have to do is get with yourself. That's the first part, is checking in with yourself, going within and going, where is the disharmony? Where is the discord? Because what we're talking about here is a harmony that's there. But wherever, he goes on to say, the individual will, because we get to have that, wherever the individual will is contrary to or in opposition to this universal coordinating will, it detaches itself from the source of its power. It goes alone and soon becomes exhausted. Anybody been exhausted? Anybody been exhausted? Because okay, now look around. Go put those back up. Look around. Now, I just want you to stop and look around for a second here. This is why, because I could put up 2 hands. Arlene, where your hands at? This is why Self-Care September. And how is Ernest Holmes telling us we get to be exhausted is we are in opposition and contrary to that harmony. There is a harmony that's happening, and when we're in opposition to it or contrary, as your minister likes to be, contrary, we detach ourselves from its power. And so here's this good that is ordering the entire universe that wants to order our lives, wants to order our steps, and we're exhausted because we're still fighting the thing inside us. So the first thing is to check in with yourself. As we say in hip hop, check yourself before you wreck yourself. And now we go into the results here on page 6. We shall see that when any individual's consciousness is in tune with the infinite, they need no longer ask, does God wish me to be happy or whole? Or does the law of God desire me to have this thing which I desire? See, these are the kinds of questions we ask. These are what we call the wrong questions. They're really deservability questions. Do I deserve this thing? that I want. Because we want something, but then we think we shouldn't want it. We think it's too much to ask for. We think it's too big. We tell ourselves lies that we're not ready for. We tell ourselves, oh, I can't have that, or I have to do these 3 things first before I can have that, or I have to make sure that if I have that, it's going to not negatively impact this person over here, like there's not enough for everybody. Right? We believe in, I was talking to someone yesterday about the race consciousness, the human race consciousness. We believe in the lies that we're told that there's not enough money, not enough prosperity, not enough potential partners, not enough love, not enough, you name it. We're told that all the time, but see, here's the good questions. He says, he need merely ask, can I conceive of this as being done? Can I conceive of it? Y'all remember them little quotes we grew up with? If you can conceive and believe in the dream, then you can achieve. Y'all remember? That's all Ernest Holmes is talking about. If you can conceive, can I conceive of this as being done? Question number 2. Am I certain that my desire is in line with good? Because a lot of times when we want something, we like to tell ourselves it's not good. Money is the root of all evil. Or in hip-hop, more money, more problems. I shouldn't want a bigger house because I should just be thankful for what I have. I shouldn't want a better job. This is good enough. And that's not what we consciously tell ourselves, but subconsciously, this is why we sabotage our best efforts. It's because we think we don't deserve the more that we want. We want more. Our heart wants more. Our heart wants peace in our family. Our heart wants somebody that loves us the way we deserve to be loved, but we got to believe that we deserve that love. Because half the time, the person who wants to give you the love you deserve is right there. You just don't want to receive it. Uh-oh. And Ernest Holmes promises that if I'm certain my desire is in line with good, then nothing is against me, and everything is for me. Nothing is against me. Say that. Everything is for me. This is what a practitioner is for. When you are in that moment that we are all in of unbelief, when you're in that place where you're not sure if what you think you want is what you should want, and if you could actually have the thing, or if you should actually want something a little bit less than that, when you believe that you have messed up so much that you have blocked your blessings. How many people have been told, don't block your blessings, right? Let's just cancel that whole idea out. You are a blessing, period. So this practitioner does not look at you and judge you as being unworthy because you haven't worked the principles. How can you be, I had somebody say, if you're a practitioner, how can you be in poverty consciousness? Or how can you have lack? Or how can you, well, if you are a practitioner, how could you be sitting here looking at somebody thinking they're lacking? That's not what a practitioner does. I'm looking at you going, you got it. You got it. You got it. That's what I'm looking at you thinking. Lala and Zara, I'm looking at you like, you got it. She's like, wait, y'all calling on me? Yes, because we're looking at you. This is the way we know how to do it. We know how to look at young people, and when they're worried about something, we know how to say, oh, no, we believe in you. Ain't everybody telling you that, Lala? Everybody telling you, oh, we believe in you. We love you, Lala. Go, Lala. Go, Zara. Go, go, go. We can do it for them. How about for us? I believe in you, Dereca. You got this. Can you say it to yourself? See, that's the thing. It's if it was somebody young or somebody old or just anybody that we love, then we're like, oh, yes, I believe in you. Right? I love you unconditionally, but this is the opportunity is to do it for ourselves. And he says on page 7 how to do it. In actual practice, he trains his mind to listen to the divine harmony. We affirm that this divine harmony is now operating through our own intelligence, governing it, directing it, stimulating it into action. We formulate our thoughts and ideas so that they will in no way detract from this divine harmony. We are going to have to be pruners. We are going to have to be weeders of our thoughts and our thinking. This Self-Care September comes in with starting with checking in with yourself. If you have fear, it closes off your sense of what's possible. We have fear, and it closes off our sense of what's possible. Fear that we're never going to find anybody who will love us. Fear that we're never going to get clean and sober. Fear that we're never going to have a job that provides us and more than pays our bills. Fear that nobody likes us. Fear that the hurt in our body means we did something wrong. And here's our opportunity, is to open up. Here's our opportunity, is to be willing, just to be willing, to open up and know that nothing is against us, everything is for us, and to just allow, welcome Spirit in. That's what we get to do. It's not just to say, oh, I'm good, I'm okay. But there are ideas all around us, good ideas. See, what you need to know is I was fighting on Friday. But I realize that every negative thing that happens is working together for my good. So because I reflected on the shortcomings, or as we say in 12-step, character defects, when I got up on Saturday, I had a new attitude. What you need to understand is as I was prepared for this sermon, I was really worried about what I said last week, and I've been worried about how people might have taken it. Okay, I shouldn't have said that about Kamala. I shouldn't have said that about war. People are going to be upset. But see, Ernest Holmes said, I have to be certain that my desire is in line with my goal. And what I'm certain of, as I said, what Spirit told me to say. So let the chips fall where they gotta do. It gotta do what it do. It gotta look like what. Because I know what I meant. I know that I love everybody. I know who I'm voting for. I ain't got to tell you who I'm voting for. I understand what's at stake. But I had to say what I had to say. So you just gotta get clear about what's yours to say, about what's yours to do, and what it might look like is you gotta tell somebody you love them. Like we was doing all around the lake with the strangers. You might have to tell somebody you love them that you got a hard time saying that to. There's an idea. There's an idea. It might look like you got to get up a little earlier and meditate or walk the lake. It might look like now is the time. Self-Care September might be the time to do the diet change, Reverend Dereca. It might be the time. So here's the moment, is to be still and know. To know that everything that we've done has been working together for our good. That all the things that show up in our life and feel like mistakes, they feel like error thinking, they feel like lack and limitation and blocks, all we have to do is know the truth about what God is doing for us. And if we don't find somebody, that's what a practitioner does. Is to absolutely reconnect you with the reality. Not the fantasy, but the reality that nothing you have ever done or said disconnects you from the divine harmony and God that is within you. Let's say it one more time. Nothing is against me. Everything is for me. And when you know that, God is for me, who shall I fear? Who shall I fear? And so I'm going to just bring the choir, bring Queen Michelle and Vanessa back. Because when I heard that this was the song that we were singing today, I said, look at God. Because my conversation, what Ernest Holmes is talking about, is just welcoming the divine idea in, welcoming the harmony in, welcoming in the solution, welcoming in what is yours to do. Just welcoming it in is our job. And so just listen here for a moment and let these words sink into your spirit.
Can you hear them knocking at your door? Can you hear life calling you to more? Open the door to life, don't you be afraid. This is how your dream comes true, how your life will change. Say it. Welcome them in. Welcome them in. There are angels sent from beyond. Let's welcome, say welcome again. Oh, welcome.
I'm going to welcome you in right now. In the old church, they used to say the doors of the church are open. And I'm going to invite you, if you want to have prayer, you can come down here or you can stand at your seats. This is your time. You can come down. I know there's different needs in terms of who's breathing and all of that. If you want to come down, come down. If you want to stand at your seat and stretch your hands out, this is your time. There's no reason to leave here with something unhealed. Healing is happening in this church right now. It's happening in this world right now. You can heal your life and you can do it right now. Right now. We don't have to wait for some other time. Just welcome in the angels of your nature. The divine idea wants to speak to us. And so right here and right now, I know that the presence of God is in this temple, in this mosque, in this synagogue, in this church, in this center for spiritual living, because we're all that. There's only one God, and it's our God, and it's my God, and it's the truth about who I am. It's the truth about who you are. It's your birthright. It's not your inheritance for later. It's your birthright. It's the God's great glory to give us the kingdom. And so whatever brought you up here to the altar, whatever has you standing in your seat, whatever problem it is that's got you stuck and you feel like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this, I'm saying today, I know how. We know how. The truth, the harmony, we can let go of being exhausted. It's time today to let go of being exhausted and being contrary and fighting God's will for our life and closing our ears and blocking it up with all the technology and all the television and all the politics and all the gossiping and all the fighting. We're going to let it all go. I deny all of that. I banish it into the nothingness from which it is, and I just say, right here is so easy, it's so close as breath and hands and feet, is so easy to just let go. Just let go. Because all of life is a movement toward our wholeness. It's all a movement toward our wholeness right here. Just make a decision. You don't have to figure it all out. Stop trying to figure it all out, Dereca. Stop trying to figure it all out. Just let go. Just let go. Just open up and let the Spirit come into you right now. Sing it, Michelle.
Is a movement toward our all of it, all of it, all of life. Yes.
All of life.
Is a movement toward our all, say all of life. Is a movement toward our whole. Now I am living. You say living in full Now I'm free. Now I am free.
Now
to
I'm
be
free.
all me in the flow of life. Yes. Now I am living abundantly, living in complete prosperity.
Now we're living abundantly. Now we are free in the flow of life. Now we just decided. It just happened. Did you feel it happen? It happened right here. It just happened right now. We made a decision. We stood up for ourselves. We opened up something in our heart that was locked, that was closed down, and it just happened just now, right here. So later on, when you ask, somebody asks you what happened.
Now, say now.
When did it happen?
Now.
It happened right here.
Right
It happened on this
now.
Sunday, on this Labor Day weekend, on the first day of Self-Care Sunday. I just decided to let it go and to let it in, let it in, let it in, let it in.
It's mine now. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine now. It's mine. It's mine. We're in the flow of all of life.
Hold on one second. I see you. Somewhere you like, Reverend Dereca, it ain't that easy. I tried to let it go before. I've been trying. I've been praying. I had a practitioner pray with me, and it's not working. I mean, you might not be saying it that way, but that's how it's feeling. It's not working. It is. It never stopped. It's always been working. It doesn't come on our timeline. It doesn't look like how we think it's supposed to look. But just go deeper inside. Go deeper inside to the place where you are completely open to unlimited possibility. Let me tell you, I'm talking about something I know. Ask me how I know. I've been in the valley of the place where I thought the valley was never going to end. I've been in the place where it was so dark I couldn't see light. And I kept saying, I put myself in this place. I did this to myself. Why can't I get up? Why can't I get out? But guess who was carrying me in the valley of darkness? Guess who was carrying me in the valley of darkness? Guess what I figured out when I finally got there? That the light was just right there the whole time. And now I am living abundantly. Now I am free. When is it happening? It's now. Just choose again. Just choose again. It's a new day. It's a new moment. It's a new minute. You can just choose again. Let's just choose again. I'm choosing God. I'm choosing God. I'm choosing to believe that all of life is a movement for my wholeness. I'm choosing to believe that I don't have to see a way for there to be a way. I'm choosing to believe that there is a power for good in the universe, and I am it. I am it. I'm letting it use me.
I am.
So right here and right now, I just give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks for this music ministry, for this song. I give thanks for this altar call. I give thanks for everybody who ever prayed for me and showed me how to pray. I give thanks for you and me because we're one and we came up here together and brought our burdens to the altar, and we're going to leave them right here. I give thanks for an altar we can leave them. I give thanks for the East Bay Church of Religious Science. I give thanks for this teaching, for this philosophy which says I'm bigger. I'm way bigger than that thing I perceive as a problem, that I perceive as a lack and a limitation, not because of my ego, but because of my surrender. And what I'm surrendering into, I'm surrendering this word into the perfect activity of a law that responds when I pray. It responds when I speak my word unto it. This is how it works. It's a seed that goes into the soil of life. And I'm amazed at what is produced. I expect a miracle. That's where I live, That's what I have, That's why I'm dating who I'm dating. I expect a miracle. What do you expect? There's only one of us, so I'm going to know the truth for you right now. There is a miracle already happening. There is something going on. Somebody has already told you, man, I don't know how you got everything that you already have. I don't know how you made it through what you already made it through. Somebody's already told you that you're a miracle. Just do you believe it? Can you conceive it as being true? All of life is a movement for our wholeness. So I release this word to the perfect activity because I don't know, it's feeling good to me up here, y'all. I mean, it's time. It's time to let it go. So let's just trust God. Let's just trust God. I'm gonna give it to the universe now. Give it to the divine pattern maker who knows how to perfect everything that concerns us. And I just invite you to just know for yourself. Forget about what everybody else thinks. Know for yourself. For your self-care September, know for yourself that God is all there is. And just say with me, Ashe. Amen. Aho. And so it is. You can still do it, prayer.
So right here and right now, there's only one life. It's God's life. It's my life. It's your life. It's our church's life. It's our family's life. It's the community's life. It is the city of Oakland's life. It is our state's life. It is our country's life. It is the life of all First Nations, wherever they are. And it is the life of our Ohlone brothers and sisters who dwell and steward the land here in Oakland. Thank you. Thank you. Aho. It is the life of the mountains and the rivers and the deserts and the oceans and the forests. God is everywhere. There is not a space God is not. And I am claiming health, prosperity, abundance, self-acceptance, self-care, self-love, self-awareness. I am claiming emotional stability. I am claiming mental clarity. I am claiming safety for all who don't feel safe. I am claiming mental clarity for all who need clarity. I am claiming love for all who don't know they are loved. I'm claiming joy. I'm claiming a peace. I'm claiming calmness. I'm claiming relaxation and self-care. I'm claiming laughter. I'm claiming showing my goddess a good life. What's good for me is good for you. What's good for you is good for me. What's good for all of us. God has got this. I know that this is true for me, starting with one heart, mine. One heart at a time. I know that all these prayers in this prayer box are answered. I know they are covered. I know God's got this. I release my word to the law that always says yes. It says nothing but yes, always, always. I let it go and I let God. And I say, Amen, Ashe, Aho, and so it is.
So it is our time for grateful giving. Time for grateful giving in this moment. So I invite you to just embody everything that's happened today and go into that place of gratitude. Just take a moment for yourself to be in that place of gratitude of all that's happened, all that's been revealed, all that's been healed. And give your personal thank you to the one. And at this time, I invite us to read together our affirmation, which you'll see on the screen. Together, as I give thanks for the good now flowing into my life, I gladly share that good with others. The more I give, the more I receive, and so it is. So I invite the ushers to come forward. And we have the ways to give on the screen. Share with all. So as we bless the offering, giving thanks for our collective gifts, bless our church and our community and our world, and so it is. All right, it's about time to wrap up here today. Thank you all so much for being here. If you are interested in prayer with the practitioners, I'll ask if there are practitioners in the room that are available for prayer, if you would stand and make your way to the prayer room. For those online, there's a Zoom link that you can dial into to get prayer as well.
Also, I forgot to announce, if you're interested in being a part of the 50th anniversary choir, Sherilyn and Teresa will be in the foyer taking information, emails, phone numbers, and hopefully we'll see you Wednesday night.
There's also hospitality following the service as well, and please stop by our bookstore. We're growing with lots of new gifts, t-shirts, etc., so stop by the bookstore. And with this, I ask you to stand if you're able. Oh, where's Reverend Dereca? Okay, we're going to do our benediction, the song, and then happy birthday. Just do the benediction by birthday. Today is September 1st, and we're celebrating the month of September. So with this, as we go forth into the world, may love, joy, and peace and prosperity abide within. Let us affirm wherever I am, the goodness of life is the life that I live. And so it is.